Всем привет, меня зовут София, и я американка. Спасибо за ваше терпение. Скоро будет октябрь, когда я могу все объяснить, почему я была так занята. Держитесь, спасибо. У меня 3 ролики, но они по-английски, и время нужно, чтобы все проводить. Но у меня одно видео уже готово. Это мои друзья Джулия и Брэндон. Мы все обожаем еду. Раз в месяц мы с Джулией встречаемся и готовим еду либо из Италии, либо из Сирии. Мы также пробуем блюда других стран, кухня которых нам совершенно не знакома. Этот раз я была ленивая, я не хотела ничего готовить. Мы побывали в кафе From Russia with Love, чтобы попробовать их версию гибрида русско-американской кухни, поболтать и пошутить. Познакомьтесь.
My name is Brandon. I am going to school to be a mechanical engineer, and this is my fiance.
Yep. I'm Julia. I'm going to school to be an artist. So I'm gonna be poor.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I like to take pictures
Videos.
and videos.
I like to cook.
Makeup.
I like to cook.
You like to cook Russian food?
No. I've never cooked Russian.
Oh, she's Italian.
So,
Yes, I am Italian.
Dual citizen. Bilingual.
Are you done?
Say something in Italian.
No.
Russians love Italian. They love going to Italy. They learn. I feel like more Russians learn Italian than they learn English.
Why?
Don't you
Why?
like
I do,
Italian?
but like.
What do you have against Italians?
I don't
Traitor.
have anything against Italians. I just don't understand why Russians are so interested in Italian.
You guys have cool culture,
And you guys are close. You have nice beaches.
good food.
I don't want to say anything.
Sing a song.
No, that sounds like the worst idea you've had ever.
Very good, Russia. I really want my words to be subtitled in Russian.
Yeah, I do too.
I got a fat Russian
I got the entire city of Moscow,
because I'm a fat American,
and I got the entire city of Moscow.
and I thought I could relate to
The entire city of
Russia
Moscow.
through this.
That's fishy.
Burning my hands.
Oh my goodness.
That's not as hot as yours, apparently.
Ow. It's got eggs.
This one's essentially a Philly cheesesteak in a dough pouch. Can I try yours?
I have a
Thank you.
theory
What's your theory?
that the only thing Russian about these is the pastry.
The dough that it's in, but everything inside is.
Well,
Just
the
whatever.
potatoes are maybe Russian.
This is a Philly cheesesteak, which is an American sandwich inside of a Russian pastry. I assume Russian pastry.
And
Are you gonna eat my whole lunch?
No. They're very good though.
It is good. They're both really good.
and what's yours? Like
Mine?
what's American and Russian about yours?
Mine is eggs, ham, potatoes, and cheese.
Which could all be Russian, but
Which could be Russian, but it's also like eggs, ham, and cheese
It's
is
just
like
like breakfast.
just an American breakfast right there. So
And a giant.
inside of this Russian pastry. So my theory is that the only thing Russian is the pastry. Okay, Russians. I have a question for you. Is a Moscow Mule actually from Russia?
specifically, is it from Moscow? Did you know that it's unlucky to give flowers in even numbers in Russia?
Yes. Did you? Are you just Googling things about Russia to look like you know things?
No, definitely not.
Did you know that Russians wear their wedding rings on the right hand?
Yes, the Orthodox do that in general.
Okay.
Alrighty, alright.
So what's the difference between Greek Orthodox and Russian Orthodox?
The language.
That's it.
That's it.
What is that?
This is dumplings. Like pelmeni. You normally have it with sour cream. Let me see if they included that.
Okay.
Big
These do
nugget.
look like slightly
look like
larger
tortellini.
tortellini. Oh, these are great. I'd have those all day. They are really hot though.
Okay.
I feel like this is the kind of food I would eat to like feel warm, which makes sense
To
because
feel warm.
Russia is a cold wasteland.
Are
I
there
want you to
any
tell
things
us how
you want?
Russian the food we just say was.
Yeah.
Were we right?
Yeah, you were right. It's not really Russian at all.
Just the casing.
Just the pouch. It wasn't. Well, no, it's not true. The salads were very.
Okay, the
Alright,
salad was
and the
very good.
cabbage.
The cabbage.
But like, yeah, the filling and the portion size. I think that's big even for America.
Yeah, that was big.
That's huge.
Huge.
Ooh.
Oh, and the pelmeni obviously were quite Russian.
Yes, and they burned my face.
minus the sour cream absence.
Those were good. I really
Why
liked those.
do Russians like sour cream so much?
What do you know and understand about Russia on your own?
That it's cold.
It's cold
Always
and big,
cold. Very
and
big.
you don't invade Russia.
I've heard your stories about Russia, which I don't know. It's basically all I know about Russia is that it's cold and big and not known for its food.
I want to know, like, if you're to go to Russia as a tourist, as an American tourist, where do you go? Like, besides
Should you go to Russia as an American tourist?
besides just Moscow, like, where are the cool places?
Would you go on the Trans-Siberian Railroad?
Yes, that sounds cool.
What about it? Sounds cool.
Railroad.
It's the longest railroad through a cold, frozen wasteland.
It's not always cold or frozen.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to need clarification that you're joking because they're
We're
gonna-
joking.
totally
We're
kidding.
joking.
Don't be mean to Sophia. She doesn't own our thoughts.
How do you say borscht correctly?
without the T at the end and a little trill in your R.
Borscht.
You
Borscht.
just added the T.
Borscht.
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 A little bit.
Borscht.
Louder!
No.
Borscht. Do Russians make a car?
They had the Lada.
A what?
Lada, L-A-D-A. I think it's...
Never heard of it.
And so we have raspberry, lemon, apple little treats.
Well, they got powdered sugar. Don't just take a bite out of it, cut a piece so you can share. My guess is this just has like lemon goo in it. Yep,
I brought
called it.
mine.
It's like a donut. This has like a custardy filling too.
Very good. Well done, Russia.
I've never seen these.
I don't think they're Russian.
Guaranteed not a Russian thing, but
What it is that same packet with different goop injected into it.
So as long as you have the fried casing, you'll
It's
have...
Russian.
It's Russian.
that's how it works, right?
Russian.
Street food really common in Russia? Is that why? Like straight sugar bomb to your face.
We have to try the raspberry.
Oh, we're all gonna die of cancer from eating so much sugar. It's good though. Not time.
So far, Russian food is like, makes you want to go to sleep
Yep.
in a warm
Hibernate.
blanket and one of those hats that has the front thing and the flaps.
Shapka ushanka.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Did you have one when you were there?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think women are supposed to wear them.
But you did,
As
as
much
much
as-
your original.
Of course. And I bought the like rabbit fur.
Nice.
Murderer. See, that's an interesting thing though, because like here, if you have real fur, people are mad at you. But from the sounds of it, and my knowledge of it being cold,
A
like
frozen
you actually
wasteland.
need that. Yeah.
They're gonna hate me in the comments for calling it a wasteland. Not a
But it-
wasteland. It's just like a huge Alaska, which is a beautiful wilderness. Where do Russians go to vacation?
To Italy. We already discussed this.
Well, that's one place, but like they're right in Europe, so
What should Russians going to Italy know?
try the pasta. It's delicious.
Yeah, don't go to like the tourist areas because that's dumb. Like go, if you're gonna eat somewhere, you have to go outside of the touristy areas, like 5 or 10 blocks.
Can they go to your mom's or your grandma's place?
That'd be weird if they just showed up at my grandma's place. She'd be like, why are all these Russians showing up at my house all of a sudden? And then I'd have to explain.
Do you know any good Russian swear words?
You're one of those. I hate when people ask for bad words. And you don't even say it right.
What are you trying to say?
You don't say any of the
Let me ask your mom.
swear words right. No, don't ask my mom how to say bad words.
How they
What's
got-
the word for meat?
Miasa.
Miasa. Do you eat a lot of moose?
No.
In that show we watched, they eat moose.
They eat moose. The show Chef's Table.
And what is that?
It's a show where there are like famous chefs around the world, and they shoot like a little mini documentary of
About
them
their
and their restaurant and
Yeah.
how they got to be so good.
And I forget the chef's name.
Vladimir Mukin.
Yeah. Why are so many Russians named Vladimir?
He owns the White Rabbit in Moscow.
Which came first, the American Winnie the Pooh or the Russian Winnie the Pooh?
The American one. Well, in that an English dude made it.
Are Russians into American pop culture, like Mickey Mouse and Marvel movies and stuff like that? Our music, or is that like they don't care for it?
In Italy, when I was studying there, like all the people my age were super obsessed with the US and thought like, for some reason they thought that we were always like walking around with movie stars and stuff. Not a thing. But are Russians interested in the U.S.? Do they like the U.S. or hate the U.S.? Because reading the news right now, I have no idea.
Probably depends on who you ask.
Most of my subscribers, in as much as I understand, they have no problem with American people, and they actually really enjoy, to a degree, American culture, but they are upset by the political stances that the U.S. takes.
Because we're dumb.
Yeah.
But now we're like trying to be buds, right?
Yeah, isn't Trump trying to be like friends with Russia because they got him into office?
Yeah, Russians really like Trump.
All right.
Yablaka.
This looks disgusting if you just...
Yablaka. What does a Russian eat for breakfast?
Yeah, what do Russians eat for breakfast?
Moose milk.
Lay off the moose.
It was a big
That
part of the
he-
chef's table.
Yeah, he raised
He made, like,
moose and milked
moose
them
lips, moose
and
milk.
cooked moose milk. His food was only ingredients
It was
that
like-
were Russian originally.
Yeah, and
Like that grew in
pre-Soviet,
Russia.
pre-Soviet recipes.
Pre-Soviet recipes. He dug up a bunch of old cookbooks and found these recipes.
Does everyone just acknowledge that the mob exists and
Should
everybody
we not talk about the mob on
everybody
camera?
just goes about their way, or
Mob is still
are
super
people
real
in
in
denial
Italy,
about it?
so-
How do Italians?
They recognize that it's a thing. It's mostly in the South, and I mean, it's still very much a real thing, but like, you don't talk about it really.
Like, do businesses pay the mob for protection?
Sometimes, yeah. In like Sicily and stuff, they do for sure.
I'd like to go see that castle that looks like it's from Candyland.
It's a church.
Yeah, I want to go see that.
Yeah.
It's on the Red Square in Moscow.
The Red Square. All right.
What are good things to like know about visiting Russia?
Like tips?
Yeah, like how do I not get screwed? Are things still awkward with Ukraine? Should I not bring that up?
Wow, that's bad. All right.
All right.
So,
Just end the video
Did
on
we
that.
successfully offend enough people? You think?
yeah.
I don't have anything against Russian
No.
people or
I
Russians
actually think it's
or moose.
a culture I wish I knew more about, which is why I like talking to Sophia because she teaches me things.
So, at the end of all my videos, I have a tagline.
You have to say it for us like twice. Before
Okay.
we say it slow.
Ну всё. Спасибо и до встречи. And then I wink.
Okay, wait. Say that. Say that.
Whoa.
Say that again.
Ну всё.
Ну всё.
Спасибо
Спасибо.
и до встречи.
И до встречи.
До встречи.
До встречи.
I can't do it. It's too many words.
всё.
Write it down for me. So like
Yeah,
it
let's do it phonetically.
Ну
Ну всё.
всё.
Спасибо
И
и
до
до
встречи.
встречи.
We're bad at being Russian.